G'day guys, my name's Ryan Martin. I'm a local musician, born and raised in Grafton. I've been gigging for about 10 years now. I gig probably about every weekend, and weddings, pubs, clubs, restaurants. So up until now I've been using a woodskin cajon, but this afternoon I'm very excited to open this package that I've got here from Wazinator. So let's get into it and we'll see what I've got. So the first little package here, very well wrapped, nothing's going to harm that one. A little message here from Wazinators. Congratulations! Wazinator acoustic stomp box, prepared to add the best low frequency percussion sound to your performance. It's a nice little touch, and just some cautions on the back there to be careful of when you're EQing. So in this little pouch, it's the baby grand Wazinator. There's not much to it. Okay, we'll see what else is next. Another Wazinator product, the Dropkick. Another great little case that it comes with. Oh, this looks impressive. The Wazinator stomp box, the Dropkick. Bigger than what I thought it was going to be. And lucky last, the biggest one of all. It's light though. Again, wrapped up in bubble wrap and cardboard boxed. So not much is going to happen to this in shipping. Beautiful case, perfectly fitted to it. Wow. Look at that nice timber finish. It's really light. Before we do some testing, just going to do just a quick comparison. I don't know what any of them sound like yet because I haven't plugged them in, but just to feel them, to look at them. This one here looks pretty impressive to me because it's got the timber grain, so it looks acoustic, it looks rustic. What can I say? It looks like it's a big box. It's obviously hollowed out or chambered out there, which is one of their things that they do advertise, that they've got a compressed air system that gets picked up by the pickup. So that's the classic. Moving on to the Dropkick. The Dropkick is actually heavier than the classic. As I said when I first picked it up, it's very light, lighter than what I thought it would be. I thought it would be solid timber, but there's obviously a lot of chambering going on there to get the compressed air. So the Dropkick is heavier. Thickness-wise, the classic is just a little bit thicker, just the top end here, and pretty thin all the way through here. It's only got the one bit of timber up the top, and the rest is die-cast aluminium. It's beautifully made. It's really well done. And the lucky last is the baby grand. And as I said before, it's not much to it. So this would definitely be my pick out of the three of them to start with, because on my pedal board at the moment I haven't got much room. At my feet I use a looper, a tuner, and a heap of pedals, which I run my humbucker Cole Clark through. So just off the size of things, this one would definitely be my pick. Alright, so this is what I'm going to be doing for this afternoon for this demonstration, this review. I've got the three Wazinators side by side over here, the Baby Graham, the Dropkick and the Classic, ready to go. I'm going to plug them all in at the same time, run them through my mixing desk over here. I've got a Yamaha MG16XU, and then I'm going to hear what they sound like. Before I start, I just wanted to show you what I have been playing with probably for the last 5 years. It's a wood skin cajon. It's got two kicks for the beat, for the bass, and one for the snare. There's a snare wire inside, and it's a really good product, but I just wanted to try something else from sitting down. Alright. So hopefully this comes through alright with the sound, but what I want to stress to you is you won't hear a good bass sound if you're listening through a phone. Alrighty, I've set up the three Wazinators down here at my feet. I've got the Classic here, the Dropkick, and the Baby Green. Classic, the Dropkick, and the Baby Green. As you can see on my side here, I've set up half my PA because I've got a subwoofer and I want to be able to feel the beat coming through for a real comparison. Just going to play one of my instrumental songs that I've written just so you can hear it with the guitar. There's a quick comparison of the three stomp boxes. Now I'm going to play a song while I'm singing so you can hear the difference there. Devoting all your time trying to make a dime, designer clothes by the load, restaurants every night, credit bills to die, but you got the best car on the road. Drinking at the bar and smoking your cigar, taking indulgence way too far. You're thinking you're a star, but really you are losing sight of who you are. Come on home, come on home, come on home.
says you're leading a life that's filled with stress. Your whole life you've been waiting in queue. You gotta step back and look at the view. Just come on home. Just come on home. Just come on home. Just come on home. The baby grand here is not set up so you can do the heel. So I think it's a little bit of an unfair advantage, because with a drop kick it's more natural for me to use my heel, but I think there's a much larger sound coming through when I use the front of my foot. Similar situation with the classic. Now with the 3 stomp boxes that I've got here, I haven't put any EQ at all on there. I've just put it into the mixing desk and just gotten the gain right, and then just boosted the volume so they're about equal. They are dynamic in terms of where you play sounds different. And for that reason, I'd really love to do a comparison with barefoot, and I've got a couple of shoes there to try out as well. There's a real sweet spot there on that baby grand. I thought you'd have to hit it up here. So that's a pretty convenient place to put your foot, because they're only going a couple of millimetres off the ground as opposed to the classic. Higher again with the drop kick. And chuck some shoes on now and do a comparison. So I've got 2 pairs of shoes here, one that I'd just wear to just a pub gig, and the other one that I might wear to a wedding gig. It's really surprising on that baby grand where you hit it. little bit harder to get that sweet spot with the wedding shoes. Getting a double hit there.
Alright, so you're asking yourself, which one of these do I recommend? Let's go through them again. We've got the baby grand. This one retails at $220. Really surprising that tapping down the bottom here gets a really nice sound. You don't have to tap up the top. So for ergonomic reasons, if you're looking for something to just tap your foot to without getting your foot into a really uncomfortable position or learning a new technique, then this has a great ergonomic footprint. That's the baby grand. Retails at $300. The Dropkick. It's the only non-timber stomp box that I'm aware of on the market. It's got a very impressive sound when you plug it in. However, there's something I want to show you that I picked up in my recordings. Because when I was doing my recordings, I was also, as well as recording through the device I'm recording on, I was recording through my PA system, through the desk and into the computer. And I just want to bring your attention to this photo here. So you can see in this photo that in the middle there, it didn't have a very large wave. But that's not how it felt in person. The Dropkick, because I was running it through a sub, actually had the most power in person. Probably the least amount came through the top part of the speaker. So it's got a different purpose. I feel like the Dropkick is really great if you've got a subwoofer available to you, or if you're going to be playing shows with a subwoofer. Personally, I think the baby grand is a great starter for a stomp box if you're not looking to invest a lot of money. But for what I'm doing, this one wasn't quite good enough compared to the other two. The sound that came through this one here, the Dropkick, was far superior for my ears. And the fact that most of it came through the subwoofer, letting the audience feel the beat, is why I'm thinking it's my favourite. However, if you don't have a subwoofer available to you, then I don't think that you would actually benefit from the Dropkick. And I think that the Classic would actually be a better instrument for you because there's more coming through the top speaker. If I didn't have a subwoofer available, this is exactly what I'd be playing with. If you've got a simple PA system, you're not interested in subwoofers, you just set up a cafe or restaurant gig and it's not something you're going to be playing with, the subwoofer, then this Classic is the way to go. The Classic retails at $330, so it's a little bit more expensive, but I feel like you're only going to benefit from this guy here if you've got a subwoofer to direct the sound through. So you've got the Classic for a normal PA system and the Dropkick for a subwoofer.